My dear daughter, among all the things in my mind, there was one desire that stuck with me, not easily let go. It was the dream of having a little house all to myself. For a long time, I wished for a place where I could relax freely without anyone interfering. I grew up without a deep, warm, emotional connection with my parents. Your grandpa was very strict, and I always had to follow his rules at home, so I lived always trying not to upset him. From a young age, I dreamed of escaping from the discomfort of my parents' home. The lack of warm love I wanted from my parents in my childhood became a deep wound in my heart. I realized that I was living in loneliness, knowing the various ways I wasn't loved. Even though I became an adult who understood my parents' busy lives, the wounded child within me didn't just disappear. And then I created a fantasy that having the house I dreamed of would fill my emotional gaps. With many scars from not being loved by my parents, even as I became an adult, I didn't know how to connect with you because I have been trapped by my past wounds. Only after meditation, which is emptying the wounded versions of myself from my mind, did I start to see your wounds, my dear daughter. My darling, people wounded by material lack may succeed or fail in trying to fill it. Success may make them arrogant, while failure may bring feelings of inferiority. We all carry many versions of ourselves in our minds as we live our everyday lives with scars. So if we can't let go of the many versions of ourselves in our minds, no relationship or material success can bring true happiness. The many versions of ourselves longing for love and recognition create endless desires and cravings. But until the day we die, no matter how hard we try, the hunger, emptiness, and futility of the mind cannot be filled. It's not about filling the void, but about discarding the many selves living within my mind. That's meditation. My darling, striving for love and positive attention from others is truly a poor life. Even with material wealth, it's a sad life. As your mom, having lived such a life, I know how exhausting it can be. And in such a life, there is no true happiness or joy. Material lack can be filled with physical effort, but a poor mind longing for love must discard the many versions of oneself to be healed. When you discard yourself from your mind, you can find the real you, realizing that you already possess infinite love and don't need to beg for it. My dear, find the real you within your mind. Realize that the true you is truly noble and complete, and I hope you live a life realizing that. I hope you are well, and talk to you next time.